Alright, this is the second video where we're looking at regular reflection. We've already used the ray box. Now we want to go from the point of incidence, the point where the light actually hit the mirror, and draw our reflected light rays. Remember from the previous video, we lightly traced the direction of the reflected light rays using these lines here. So let's complete those lines and show where the reflected light came out of the mirror. Something along those lines, as so. And there we go. So there's our reflected light rays in red. These are our incident rays. So incident 1 produced reflected 1. Reflected 1. Incident 2 produced reflected 2. Incident 3 produced reflected 3. Incident 4 produced reflected 4. And what we need to do now is measure the angles from the normal for each of those. And we'll use our protractor for that. Okay, so let's do R1. So we stick down our protractor so that 90 line is right on the normal, and then our bottom portion of our protractor is right on the surface of the mirror. Let's count from there. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 degrees. So we write R1 equals 70 degrees right there. The next one, let's do the exact same thing. R2 is there, so we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees. So R2 is 50 degrees. R3, we'll continue with the reflected rays and measure the rest of the incident rays in just a second. So we got 10, 20, 30 degrees for R3. So R3 is 30 degrees. And then our last one is 10 degrees. So R4 is 10 degrees. Let's measure our incident rays. Let's do I4, that's 10 degrees, so I4 equals 10 degrees. I3 is, well, we got 10, 20, 30, so I3 is 30 degrees. And then our I2, 10, 20, 30, 40, let's put that in the right spot, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees, counting from the normal. And there we go. So we can see that incident 70 produces reflected 70. Incident 50 produces 50 reflected. Incident 30 produces 30 reflected. Incident 10 produces 10 reflected. And that's really an illustration of the first law of reflection, that the angle of incidence always equals the angle of reflection. So the angle here of this incident ray is the same angle of the reflected ray from the normal, and the same thing is true for the other reflected rays. Okay?